I call vacation. Hey, welcome to episode 19 of Happily Entangled AF. Today we are
heading to Tobago
on vacation, our first vacation since the pandemic started. This is going to be a very different Tobago trip for us, as in every single thing that we are going to do on this trip is going to be novel.
Correct.
It's actually a hiking and sightseeing trip. So we'll tell you more about that when we land in Tobago and as we show you some of the snippets of what it is that we're doing to bring you on this vacation with us. But there's one thing for us whenever we go to Tobago that remains constant, and I'll tell you what that one thing is as soon as we land. It's one thing we never compromise on when we go to Tobago. Well, bienvenido a Tobago. I told you that this is going to be a very novel trip for us because we're actually here for a hiking trip, and we're going to go to some parts of Tobago that we have actually never been to before. We will not tell you where those places are right now, but suffice it to say, we will show you where those places are. We will tell you though that it's all down in the Charlotteville area where we will be for the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. By the time we wrap up shooting on this and present all of it to you, that'll be on Wednesday obviously for the next presentation, episode 19 of the vlog series. But what is that one thing that we never compromise on, that we never change when we're coming to Tobago? That is
our car rental.
Our car rental. That's super important. For years we've been coming to Tobago, and getting a rental at a reasonable rate has always felt like it's like you're playing hoops sometimes. And then you come in, you're not sure what kind of car you're getting, what condition the car is going to be in.
If the AC is going to work, most important.
Yeah,
most
and
important.
of course, if it's an economy car, you know, if it's affordable for what you want to do for yourself, your family, for your trip, that sort of stuff. Because sometimes that could make or break the trip, you know. And it's not always the easiest thing, as you know, to come across on the boat and bring your own vehicle. So a rental is the most important part for us. And a couple years ago, actually, my cousin introduced me to a gentleman by the name of Skeet. I'll tell you a little bit more about Skeet, but suffice it to say, since we've been getting in touch with him, from long before I called, I spoke to him, and then I just sent a WhatsApp message with the dates, the departure and arrival and departure into Tobago. And every single time we come, we get a vehicle that is suited for the occasion. The last time we were here, I think we came with all the girls, right?
Yeah, so
all of our nieces.
We got 2 vehicles.
So we got 2 vehicles, very fuel friendly. They were super clean.
Most important.
I forgot what kind of is these hybrid vehicles here.
Yes.
And that worked really well for us. Super clean, super cold AC, very reliable.
I remember the car that I drove was so new. I was so scared to touch some of the buttons because I'm like, oh my god, you know, I'm so great at technology. But it was really good.
So we never skimp out, we never go anywhere else. Before we leave Trinidad, we book our rental here with Skeet. And the best part is, as soon as we arrive, we walk through the arrivals door, and vehicle is waiting for us. I'm going to flip the camera around. Look at it right there. Look at it right there. Yeah, that baby's waiting for us. So I'll tell you more about the vehicle. We'll show you the vehicle in a little bit, but for now we're going to jump in. It's been a decent flight. We have a lot of things to do before we head down to Charlotteville and be unavailable to the rest of Tobago over the course of the weekend. So we're going to pick up some food, some groceries, supplies, etc. because it's a hiking weekend, and we hope you'll enjoy the hikes and the scenery with us as well. Yeah?
So we're at the supermarket and we're getting just a couple items because, you know, we're heading all the way down to Charlotteville. So normally we would buy stuff when we come into Tobago, but we decided because we're hiking, we want to stay healthy and eat healthy. We're just picking up a few things just for tonight and tomorrow to get started. So we're going to be doing some chicken to hike, you know, so we'll get a little bit of protein there. We'll have a little butter and, you know, pick up our cabbage. We're going to make a stop off at one of the veggie stores so that we pick up some fresh veggies so we can make our omelets in the morning. And we're going to start our little cash out and then we head down to Charlotteville.
Asma and I believe in divine guidance, right? And Asma was just telling you that we weren't cheating this weekend on this trip because it's a hiking trip, right? But it's not about the destination only, because we're heading down to Charlotteville and we have a sense of adventure, as you probably know by now. So en route we decided that, you know, we've always been hearing about this place called the Goat Island Tobago. So let's make an exception and have at least one cheap meal and check out what they have. Lo and behold, we got to the Goat Island, we met up with Angela, and when she handed us the bread, she started off by telling us that she cares about her body. And this is not just coconut bread, coconut brand bread, but it's got everything else good in it. So technically, it's no longer a cheat, and that is guidance. We made the intention to have a clean eating weekend ahead of us. We got guidance to come here still, and that's what we're being treated to. Angela,
and this is
a pleasure.
This is an awesome connection, because I'm all about eating clean. I'm all about divinity. You know, that kind of way. I'm very spiritual. You know.
Do you believe that that people who are vibrating at the same wavelength?
Exactly. Use the right word, vibration. I was just having a conversation with my daughter, right? And I was telling her about, you know, when you meet negative people, you should be thankful, because what they do is they show you what needs to be addressed in yourself.
And you may also get an opportunity to elevate their vibration frequency.
Of course, you will elevate because remember, we are all connected.
Correct.
We are one, right?
Correct.
It doesn't matter about what we look like on the outside. We are one, and when we start taking care of ourselves and of our vibrational self, you know, to elevate our vibration, you will attract that. And even the people that don't operate on that level, they cannot come to you with negativity. They will see you and they will smile.
This was a stop for bread, heavy conversation. That is guidance. But here's what, Angela. The Goat Oven Rustic Dining. I've never been, I've only ever heard about it. I follow you guys on Instagram. Where am I? What am I doing here? And what do you guys offer?
So we offer clean eating, no MSG and no chemicals. And if I take you to the back where I do all my garden, I utilize every land space and I create something very energetic here, the way that I like to live in that calm, peaceful environment.
Coincidentally enough, just last week, Sunday, Asma and I took a drive down to Guayari again to go and get pizza from the Goat Oven, Dove's Goat Oven down in Guaya, right? Because we had everything else from them except pizza, and it was absolutely worth it. And who would have guessed that just less than a week later, we're at the Goat Oven here in Tobago.
Yeah.
And what a structure! This is incredible. Who built this?
It was built by Davidson Wardron. He's from the Bonaparte Canaan area, right? And he built it. And when he was building it, he taught me something. And one of the things that he taught me was that the oven, based on the shape of the oven, you can know what side of the island it was built on, right?
Really?
So yeah, because the ones on the east side has an oval shape, and that's because they use the wood. And so that wood is bent in that direction.
Right.
But this one is built with coral stone. And so it's layered, you know, like a...
Yeah. Gotcha. Hence the sort of square shape.
Right. And so on this side is what you would get.
Couple hours later, and finally we've made it to Charlotteville.
Well, let me tell you, right? I feel we were destined to cheat on this diet today because we just arrived in Charlotteville. That's what's the name of this place?
Nick's ice cream. You got it outside of it?
What is it?
Nick's ice cream.
Nick's ice cream. So we buy Nick's ice cream. The ice cream here came highly recommended. So huge thanks to
Angelica Harku.
Right. The irony is that it's called Nick's ice cream, but it's run by Dexter.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that anomaly in the Matrix. Say hello, now, Dexter.
Hey, welcome back.
Cheers. Day 2 of the adventure. Well, day 1 of the adventure really begins tomorrow.
Yeah.
This was just the transit day. So day 1 begins tomorrow. Dexter is sorting us out tonight with accommodations, and we'll keep you posted on how the adventure goes, right? Yeah? Signing out for the night till tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, so it's day 2 and we're about to start our activities. You can see the beautiful view at the back of Charlotteville. We're going to walk down to the jetty and board a boat, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Morning. The adventure has just begun, day 1 of this adventure. So we can actually tell you now that we're on a 3-day mini vacation adventure with Island Hikers. This is the quietest fella on the Island Hikers group. Say hello to Adish.
Hi, how are you all?
Right? They say God made a few perfect heads, the rest he covered on here. Adish is the only man on this trip with a perfect head. Right? That's number one. And number two, and Dash as well, right? So we're making a dash across the ocean, and coincidentally, the captain's name is Dash. Dash, where we heading to this morning, man?
Man, we're heading to Hermitage Bay.
Hermitage Bay?
Yes.
I've never heard of that place before.
That's the bay carrying you back to Castara, Bloody Bay, and carry right back to Mason Hall.
And I heard some of the fellas in the group talking about a place called Sand Bay.
Yes.
We going there as well? Are we going there as well today?
No.
No? What happened? Water up?
Yeah, water up. So I have to go there and pick up some guys.
Right. Okay, gotcha. So what are we looking forward to in Hermitage Bay when we get there?
Well, we had a bathe, snorkel, and walk the beach.
Nice.
And sit down and relax.
Are there any moments?
No, sir.
No moments? Oh my God.
So when we get there, we'll show what that looks like in a short bit. But we're repping for Island Hikers this weekend. Yeah, some living chip on a Corona bottle. Wow. Clearly alcohol is doing the sea life well. Not enough to curry. Your heart and don't do this.
Yeah, but
Well, at least you try the captain come.
no, it doesn't try. Yeah, but let's have one next month. Woo! I didn't do this thing in yeah, but sometimes there's too much fight stuff.
Our adventure to Heritage Bay ended. We stopped in at the apartment, got lunch, which Fazeer cooked this morning, and now the second part of our day just began. We started walking out from Charlotteville, and we're walking towards Pirates Bay across there. It's a lovely scenic route. It goes uphill, it's quite curvy, so the air is fresh and clean. If you have never been here, you need to come. Although you can't be here with us today, you can still enjoy the experience. Check out this beautiful view, Pirates Bay, from this lookout point. The water may seem beautiful and calm. It is beautiful with shades of green and blue. Awesome. But it's quite choppy today. So we're about to descend into Pirates Bay, but we've got to do all these steps. Past that tree and more steps. So come on, let's go. Remember I said those are the steps we saw up the tree. Now we got to the tree, and that's where we're going, all the way down.
We just bounced up with Mr. Hackett from Charlotteville, and you see these steps in the background?
Yeah.
These are the steps that Mr. Hackett is using to exercise. How many of these you doing on a day, man?
Well, I just come every 3 days, like 2-3 days a week. And I make like sometimes 15, 20, up to 25, 30.
That's up and down?
Yeah, up and down.
Wow, that is incredible. What was
3 days a week, you know? Well, it depends on how often I come now. See, if I come 3 times on a straight, I might be in the 25, 30s. But like when I start off for a very long time and come, I might start off with a 10, 12, and then from there I will advance to 15. Second time, and then the third time I might climb up to a 20. And then I keep going up all the time whilst I come in. So that is my thing right through, that you have to have a passion for it. You know, that kind of way. So you have to like it. If you don't like it, you ain't gonna do it.
I love it, brother. Blessings. Good luck
It's a
again,
good
man.
exercise, yeah?
Yeah,
keep
keep
your body
good.
fit,
For
strong,
sure.
healthy. Yeah.
For sure. Keep well.
So thanks, man. Yeah, you're welcome. Have a nice day.
So we just take a quick stop off here. Maybe like less than a minute away from where we're staying, right down here in Charlotteville, and there's a little veggie mart, and she's so pretty, so colourful. Fazeer is picking up some stuff, so for a boat trip he's going to make chicken and potatoes, so he's just getting some seasoning there. Look at this cauliflower, how pretty it is. We just got our veggies, and the guy was really nice. He actually gave us 2 free oranges, already peeled, most important.
I just want to say that I think a lot of the way in which people react to you has to do with how you deal with them in the first instance. You give them attitude, you get back attitude, you deal with them real nice and smooth and easy. And man, as he said, he blessed us with two oranges to sample when we come back. So yeah.
Now we're heading out to the fort.
And so the novelty continues on this trip. We have never even heard of Fort Cambleton prior to today, and now we have arrived.
Look at this view. Check out this awesome view from Charlotteville to Pirates Bay from the top of Fort Cambleton.
So as you can hear in the background, it's real vibes down in Speyside tonight, right? We decided to take a drive over the hill from Charlotteville back into Speyside because we went in the mood to cook tonight. And there's an Arabian place here in Speyside, so we just placed our order. We're having a little poultry while we wait for food, and we'll show you what the menu is in a short bit. Well, as soon as we get the food, before we sign off, day 1 of our adventure here in Tobago. Well, you're hearing the music in the background, right? But the only thing more pungent in the air right now than the music is the weed. Speyside shaman tonight.
We got our Arabian food from Speyside. Fazeer got grilled chicken with fattoush. I got kebabs and fries, and we're gonna have dinner, head into bed early tonight, and tomorrow is gonna be our second day of adventures.
7:30 a.m. day 2 breakfast of champions is served seaside in Charlotteville. We've got some egg fried rice, some baked beans, and some leftover kebabs that we made use of this morning, and of course a good old trusty cup of joe to wash it all down. So in a short bit our adventure will begin, but first some fuel for the giants and for the adventures ahead.
So we're all dressed and heading out for the day. I'm just waiting for Fazeer to start up and pull out because we have to park really, really close to the edge. There's limited parking on the Charlotteville road, and we've been lucky so far. Every time we go and come back, we get our same spot. Just doing his due diligence, seatbelt and all.
So we all know where people go when they get COVID-19, but where do plants go?
So this was another recommendation from our friend Angelica. Welcome to the lookout at Flagstaff Hill.
Man, look at that gorgeous scenery. This is just another vantage point from the top of Flagstaff Hill. You have a panoramic view from up here, so make sure you put it on your bucket list of places to visit when you're down Charlotteville way in Tobago. As you take in this gorgeous view, just allow me quickly to say hi to Sati and her family, whom Asma and I had the chance to meet up with last week Sunday at Upik Farm in Shagaramas. Apparently she's a very avid viewer of the Happily Entangled AF vlogs. We met up with a lovely family and just want to say hi to you all and thanks for the love.
Since we're saying hello, we want to say hi to Richard and Tommy. at the Place Urban in Guayari last Sunday. They were two single guys who recognized us from the vlogs, and we just want to say thanks. We think it's such a fantastic thing that single guys are looking at all marriage vlogs. Our adventure continues. Welcome to Kings Bay.
We have sitting on the branch here, or it's just back to the second bottle. It's in front of us at the back. Look at it. You see this little one?
Yeah.
This is the female ruby topaz. The male is the one that changes the color, where you could see the yellow and the orange and so on. That's the male. So the little one that went is a female. Again, this is a male white neck Jacobin, very white breast, male white neck Jacobin. The female has a speckled breast. You are in Speyside, on the eastern end of Tobago.
So are you feeding these birds anything else, or just
They have been
water
fed
for
on,
them?
they have been fed on sugar water. Sugar water. We have 6 species of hummingbird at the gallery. On my right, there's a white-tailed saberwing with a very white tail underneath its breast, big and green. That's one is only found in Tobago. The white-tailed saberwing. And the second bottle, you'll find the ruby topaz, speckled white neck Jacobin. We have the white-tailed saberwing. We have the copper rump, very tiny. We have ruby topaz, rufous-breasted hermit, black-throated mango. Presently, I'm going to show you what's on the compound, so you'll be able to see what they are. These are the copper rump, tiny green ones. So on my right is the rufous-breasted hermit with a long curved beak. Then there's also the white-necked Jacobin. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Right, and the one just in front of you, this is the copper rump. This tiny green one, that's the copper rump.
So one of the perks of chatting with the locals is that they tell you of the little streets and roads that you can take where you could get vantage point views. So we just came from the Hummingbird gallery, and the lady there, she told us, take this road, it's going to bring us out where we need to go, but the view is going to be fantastic. She was not joking. Last night we were actually down there, and we only realized that just now.
Right, this is the island of called Little Tobago, border of Paradise Island, right? It's about sanctuary, right? And the one to the back, the one to the front called Goat Island, the one to the back called Little Tobago, border of Paradise Island.
Where is that? In the back there? Those are the islands in the back?
In the back there. The one with the house, that's called Goat Island, that's been owned by Young Fleming, right? And the next one to the back, Little Tobago, that's been owned by a guy from New Guinea called Mr. Ingram. But after the hurricane flow in 1963, they started the border of Paradise, give it to the government, and they make it a bird sanctuary. No one lives on Little Tobago, right? It's maintained by the forest department. On Little Tobago now, there is a jetty, and to the beach there's a training facility, and to the top of the island there is 2 buildings. In case the rain falls, you could shelter, right? Little Tobago is 440 acres, all right? And Goat Island now, there's a reef called Japanese Garden Angel Reef. It's one of the best reefs in Tobago. Why it's better? Nobody walk on the coral because it's maintained, right? And between Little Tobago and Goat Island, we get more the second biggest brain coral in the whole world. So that's why lots of scuba divers from all over the world come to Speyside and do scuba diving because it's paradise. See, but I've lived in Speyside for 62 years. My name is Andy, but they call me the Fruit King. Right, also I take tourists on Little Tobago for tours. Right now we're in Speyside, but we have the highest point in Tobago, that's Pigeon Peak. That's 500 meters. But Pigeon Peak now, it's a big lake like sea with natural water. So the water we're getting from all over Tobago is from Pigeon Peak. And right now we're in Speyside, right? We're to the Atlantic Sea. Alright, well Speyside and Charlotteville, the two seas join together. When we go to Charlotteville, you go to Flagstaff Hill, right? You will see an island called St. George or Melvin Island. That way the two seas join together. But right now in Speyside, this is the Atlantic Sea. I want to go to Charlotteville or Flagstaff Hill, you see the Caribbean Sea. Well, the sun does rise to the back of Little Tobago and it's set on the other side. My name is Andy from Speyside.
So today was really supposed to be our first hiking day, like actual hiking through the forest with the group, right? But we haven't really done anything physical since our ride down to Cedros, and just going by finding out a bit more about the hike and what it would entail. It would have entailed us hiking over the highest point in Tobago, and we're not saying that we can't do it, but we weren't sure of our fitness level because it hasn't been tested since the 20th of December. So we decided that we weren't going to be the people who could potentially keep back the group, and as such we decided to opt out of that hike over the peak this morning. But we are going to be joining with the group in a short bit, meet up with them, and they're going to do a short hike over to a bay called Campbellton Bay. Asma and I just chilling on the beach here in Charlotteville. We just ordered lunch at a place that came highly recommended. What is it? Suckhold, right? So we came and we got some grilled fish and grilled fish sandwich, grilled fish on side and a grilled fish sandwich. So we'll show you what that looks like in a little bit, but in the meanwhile I think it's best if we just show you this view that has us this relaxed. Check this out.
So lunch is in hand and we're off to Campbellton Bay. We met up with the group and we're heading now to the beach.
Welcome to Charlotteville.
Yes. Whoa. At least I get a photo. Oh gosh, what? So we've stumbled upon a water wheel here just before the beach in Campbellton, and we're just super amazed of how sturdy this structure has remained over so many years.
Stretch your fingers a little bit, yeah. That's it. Woo.
And of course everybody down below is making best use of the photo opportunity. Maybe it's about time we did the same, babe?
I think so. Let's go get some photos.
Cambleton Bay, hidden gem in Tobago. Oh my god! Look at how breathtaking this is!
coconuts. The skills of the hikers.
Alright, look at Fazeer, look at bringing some real estate.
Thank you very much. I suck like drugs here already, you know. I'll take that off.
I see the bamboo break on you.
That's okay, that's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Drink some of this. Right, man.
And now the coconut guy is taking a little nap up there. How many people are brave enough to nap up there?
We're getting ready to say bye-bye to Campbellton Bay here in Tobago. I will tell you though, I've never had to watch the waves at a 90-degree angle from the shoreline as well as at a 45-degree angle from the shoreline. This was crazy. The water was rough, but it was so like you could just stay here all day. Unfortunately, we can't because there's so many more things to do. All the swimmers in the group, lifeguards and coast guard guys and whatever, they're staying behind for a little bit because they're enjoying the rough seas. And the rest of the group is going to start making a move and the adventure continues. Yeah.
So Danny brought us back up safely, and now we're going to start our trek down to that bay, Charlotteville. So it's a downward. It's going to be nice.
Put a mile down.
And if
A what?
Put a mile down.
A
Mile downhill.
Yeah, and if you can't make it, I'll roll
Nice, gentle,
him.
scenic.
It's almost the end of our day. The hike was really good. We came back, showered, and now we're going actually to the shop on the corner where they do fresh bread. We heard that they've got pumpkin bread and different assortments. So maybe it will be dinner, maybe it will be breakfast. But we're gonna see what they have to offer. We've kind of adapted to this village life, and it's really nice. It just grows on you. It feels very comfortable. The boys are playing football in the back there, and we're going to take a walk out onto the jetty. Some sailboats just came in. I heard there's actually a fishing tournament, so that's why there's so many foreign boats out here. So we're just going to take in the scenes and say bye for today. We're about to start our adventure for this morning, but you can hear the church bell ringing in the background. When last have you heard that? So this morning we were supposed to have boarded a boat and gone across the Iguana Island. However, the seas are very rough, so we had to make some changes. The hiking group, most of them are going across the Pirates Bay. They're going to line there, enjoy the sea, and do a little swimming down there where it's a little bit more calm because it's a small bay. And we thought, we always have a contingency plan. So we thought, since we can't do the boat trip this morning, we're going to come check out this waterfall. It's actually called Kings Bay Waterfall, and we only found out that after we went to Speyside yesterday morning and we chatted with a gentleman from the village, and he told us it's not too far away from the beach facility at Kings Bay. So this morning we decided we would take that drive since we had the opportunity. So it's a little road on your right. It's like a little dirt track that you come into right after, maybe about a minute or two away from the beach facility. You come in and you could drive all the way up to the waterfall. So that's what we did. We drove, we parked, and we just walked across here so that we could enjoy the view, and so you can enjoy it as well. Speyside and I saw these guys working on this boat. Now I've never seen anybody build a boat before, anything like it, and I just thought it was really interesting. So, you know, I begged you first to drive past again today, and tell me your name?
Joel.
And Joel and his crew, they graciously said yes, they will give me a tour and they'll tell us a little bit about how they build their boats. I'm getting to go onto the boat.
Yes, you can. Right? Good?
Top rank.
Yeah, this should be the first boat.
Right.
So they decided to upgrade. But
Right.
they're still going to be keeping this boat.
Right.
So when they having a large group, it's going to be using this one. And a smaller group, they'll be using this one.
Okay, so no, this is fiberglass that you use.
Yes, all fiberglass. All body with
How are
fiberglass.
you all protecting yourselves, like, from the kitchen and that kind of thing from it?
Well, see, no matter much people don't really know is like with like that, don't scratch that much. More of the scratching comes from when you're sanding.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you're sanding, most of the time so. But we have a special suit that we normally use. You can see, yeah. So the suit that you see most of them in the hospital, full suit,
Right.
about the face, that we normally use on doing all the sanding and that's all fiberglass boot.
So this here is fiberglass as well.
All these are fiberglass.
And this is where
This is actually going to be what the glass going to be. Because it's going to be a glass for the boat.
right.
So it's going to be glass.
So you use a special glass, right?
Yeah. It's actually a thicker glass we'll be using to get inside. But it's not going to be just like this. We have to actually build a box with the glass inside of it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's a protected
That's
from
going to protect from
over the
working and from over the reef. But over the reef is going to be much different. It's going to be also, this is going to be come up a little more.
Right.
Yes, like it's actually too low, but if they leave it like this, when you look, sitting and looking down, when it's getting a little busy. So that will cause lots of seasickness. So when they prevent all this stuff. But we actually should be finished by end of next month. And be
So how long in total does it take to build this boat?
Well, it all depends on how the irons and how fast you work. It's going to take a while. It all depends sometimes. But we cannot finish already, but we was go back and forth, and we have no Christmas time. We got to take a little rest. All we can do this is the bottom part going to be, all the seats going to be taken back. And we're going to try to go upstairs, so we're going to take a time going upstairs.
So this is like a most awesome experience. We actually got to come up to the top deck of the boat. This is where you're going to be staring.
Yes, still have most of it actually going to take a place.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you, my great. So excited.
So next time you come, you can probably have a ride on it. Wait up running.
But you're going to get it right here, and this boat is
So
going to
it's
take
going to be launching from
you waters. Okay, so that's going to take you out.
Tobago, Goat Island. That's where we pass over one of the main reefs, and the reef that's called Angel Reef. That's a favorite, one of the most popular reefs in Tobago.
That's the
People used to say
snorkeling
Brooklyn Reef, not anymore. Angel Reef is a reef here.
We were told by the locals that there is a beautiful bay in Speyside. So we came over the mountains, down a hill, and they said, look for the pink building, park in the yard, and the people would not mind. So we just did that. We did not see anybody here, and there is a gate that is locked. However, to the side of the gate, there is a little opening. So that's where we're going to pass through the side of that gate, go down the hill, and try to discover Indian Bay. So come on, let's go. So we just came down this nicely paved hill and we're going to enter into the beach. Have you ever seen a beach entrance this gorgeous? Stepping stones and all. There's a deck. Do you want to go to the deck before we go down there? Yeah. Come. Let's go to the deck. see this is. Tobago. Our own locals. Gets even better than something. When last time you seen a couple?
Hey, so Asma and I were just chatting and talking about the fact that one of the good things about both of us rolling alone on a trip like this. When I say alone, we're by ourselves or we're meeting up with a bunch of people, right? But one of the good things is that we could move to our own beat. So like today when plans got cancelled, we
just went to the waterfalls and then we decided, okay, so let's come discover Indian Bay. We got the tour on the boat.
Yeah, and we didn't have to coordinate with a bunch of people to find out, like you had said, who wants to go there versus who doesn't, who is okay with the sun, who can't climb steps and that sort of stuff, So it's really nice and easy for us to move. That's one element, and the other is, being mobile, having your own vehicle.
Correct.
Really helped. Even though there were some days that we didn't really use it that much because we're based in Charlotteville. A day like today when plans got cancelled, we just have the vehicle to really be able to just move about
explore.
And go wherever you want and change your mind at the last minute, turn around, go back, make another double back, doesn't matter, So all the comforts and conveniences of having your own vehicle, without having to bring it through the port. So I just want to give a special thanks to S&I Rentals here in Tobago. That's Skeet. We're going to put his number on the screen and in our description below, so that when you come to Tobago, you could be as mobile and move to your own beat because you got your own ride as well.
Correct. So where to next adventure? We have to find something else to do before we go back to Pirates Bay and then line with the crew. What does ERIC mean?
Okay, so ERIC stands for the Environmental Research Institute Charlotteville.
Right.
We are a small non-governmental organization, non-profit. where most of our work is confined to Northeast Tobago, particularly within the recently declared UNESCO Man and Biosphere Reserve, right? So our work spans from Roxborough all the way around to Mariah. Our work is centered mainly among, with environmental initiatives. So we do things such as research and monitoring, particularly marine environments.
Thank you very much, Lania, for taking the time, and I really enjoy sitting on these stools.
Yes, these are recycled mango stools.
It's quite comfy. So we're gonna let you go back to your work, and
Thank
we're
you.
gonna continue our adventure.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, we're heading to the beach. I think it's Manowar Bay.
Yeah,
So
well, this is the entire area here is Manowar Bay. So Manowar Bay is broken up into Pirates Bay, Charlotteville Beach, Turpin's Reef, Campbellton Bay, Hermitage Bay, etc. So the entire area is Manowar Bay.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So then we go into
well, you're going to what we call typically Turpin's Reef.
Turpin's Reef. Okay.
Yeah,
Because there seems to be the most calm.
and it has a lifeguard facility as well, so
Yeah.
it should be safe.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
So it's lunchtime. This morning we got up early. We cooked. We made coleslaw, potato salad, and we made fried chicken. And we're here sitting on the beach, on one of the benches in front of the beach, and we're just going to enjoy lunch.
And
then
head
soak
into
up
some
some
water.
water.
Yeah, the water's actually a little calmer here compared to all of the other bays around. So yeah, we're not missing out on the opportunity to get a little salt and some sea on the body, you know.
Sun.
So bon appetit. We'll catch you on the other side of lunchtime. So how awesome is this? 1 minute we're eating lunch, minding our own business on the shoreline in Charlotteville, and next thing you know, Zanisha Boatman and Zanisha's daughter Zara picked us up, and suddenly we fishing in Charlotteville. Check this out! It's incredible!
So say hi to Zanisha and Zara.
Boat boy, this is the captain in Charlotteville. Anytime you all need something, welcome to Charlotteville, ask a boat boy. Walking in the fish market. Good. Have a nice time. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mr. Line, check this out!
Beach inside it is what they call that bay. No, you can't go inside. There's too much sea going inside it. And if the water is smooth and you get inside it, having a nice time, water get you up after that. So you can't then go to people inside it. Yes or no? And another beach across it. That's what they call Waterfall Bay. That's one across it.
Hike down to there as well, right?
Huh?
You just hike down to Waterfall Bay.
Of course, Waterfall Bay.
Well, this is our captain in training, learning to steer this boat. So it's 8 o'clock. We're soaking. We just came out of the water. It was awesome. We had a plan for today, but God had a better plan for us. And sometimes we just have to trust His plan. That's what we did today. We had an adventurous day. We had a blissful time. It was exceptional. And this is me after an eventful day. I'm gonna take a shower, get some dinner, and head into bed.
Well, this has brought us to the end of a remarkable and wonderful trip, and I do hope that you have enjoyed this very extra special presentation of Happily Entangled AF. We brought you on vacation with us, so that's how intimate I think our relationship has gotten. So thank you very much, by the way, and much thanks to S&I Auto Rentals for making this video possible as well. Remember, when you're in Tobago, please do give them a holler. In fact, holler them before you get here, so that when you do get here, all will be in place for your vehicle rental. I want to thank the folks down in Charlotteville for their warmth and hospitality, and members of the Island Hikers group for welcoming us into their group. It's the first time that we've done anything with them. Actually, we've never met up with them for any of the activities in Trinidad, so this was really nice. The group is it's such a varied bunch of people who all gel so perfectly well together. It's like a little bit of Trinidad, like the perfect example of Trinidad in one group, you know. And it was really amazing people who just share one thing in common, and that is their love for things in nature, natural things, outdoors, adventure, you know, that sense of adventure. And that same sense of adventure is what brought us to Tobago and what has us continuing to share these vlogs with you, Happily Entangled AF. So on behalf of Asma and myself, as we wrap up this next episode of Happily Entangled AF, it's a breakfast stop. We've already checked in our luggage, etc. at the airport. We're going to have breakfast, then we're going to head to the airport, and the folks at S&I will be waiting for us there to pick up the vehicle as well. Like A-class service, you couldn't ask for better. So again, we're going to put their number, contact details on screen. Be sure to hit them up, and when you do, you can feel free to let them know that Fazeer and Asma give you their contact details, and I guarantee you there will be special either discount or extra special service in store for you. Just tell Skeet that Fuzz and Asma hooked you up. Alright, so thank you again for viewing Happily Entangled AF. Until next week, God willing, bye for now.